Good afternoon, I'm Anusha Roy. Right now, it is day 3 of jurors debating what will happen to a former Clear Creek County deputy who shot and killed a young man. Andrew Buan is facing charges for second-degree murder, official misconduct, and reckless endangerment in the death of Christian Glass. This happened back in June of 2022 in Silver Plume. Glass had called 911 after his car was stuck on a boulder. Prosecutors say that he was experiencing a mental health crisis. The defense for Buan says that he was drunk or on drugs. There was a lengthy standoff that ended with deputies breaking the window to Glass's car, shooting him with a beanbag round and a taser before firing a gun. The defense says Glass grabbed a knife. We will be watching this very closely today. We have a crew in Georgetown. When the verdict comes down, we will bring it to you live on 9 News. In about an hour and a half, the last person convicted in the death of Elijah McClain will be sentenced. Jeremy Cooper is a former Aurora paramedic found guilty of criminally negligent homicide. Cooper is the paramedic who administered the overdose of ketamine to Elijah McClain in August of 2019. This was after someone had called 911 about someone being, quote, suspicious, and then police stopped McClain and put him in a carotid hold. McClain had done nothing wrong. Cooper's former supervisor, Peter Chikuniak, was already sentenced to 5 years, but that's because he was also found guilty of a second-degree assault for unlawful administration of drugs, as well as criminally negligent homicide. Cooper was only found guilty of criminally negligent homicide, which is why the sentencing range is so different. Our legal analyst walked us through the different factors that the judge will be taking into account today.
The judges look at the severity of the offense, the lack of remorse or the existence of remorse, and the prior criminal history of the accused. Those are all very important in imposing sentence. Community feelings are also considered by judges. There's a whole laundry list of sentencing factors that judges can consider, but it really comes down to mostly the circumstance of the crime and the background of the defendant.
Out of the 5 people indicted, 1 former Aurora police officer was found guilty, along with 2 former paramedics. You are taking a look at new video from the Auraria campus earlier today. It shows students following other protests around the country. The group Students for a Democratic Society have set up a camp on the Tivoli Quad to protest the war in Gaza. They are calling for CU Denver to pull out of Israeli interests. Campus police last night asked them to disperse before dark yesterday. However, they are still there. They also have tents set up. We have seen similar protests at schools like Columbia in New York and USC in LA getting national attention. The Auraria Higher Education Center has sent out a statement saying leadership has met with students prior to yesterday's protest, and in part, the engagements have been aimed at attentively hearing and comprehending the students' perspectives, and also that they support the right to assemble. The campus policy also prohibits camping due to health, safety, and security issues. Jewish Colorado has called on the Auraria campus to, quote, take bold action before the protests become dangerous. They've not said what that means and if they want police to break it up. They also said that this is a matter of safety for Jewish students and that making them scared to leave their dorms or making them leave campus is an act of anti-Semitism. Giving you a live look right now over Lookout Mountain as we are enjoying a beautiful Friday afternoon. We've got those blue skies, a little bit of clouds, but some sunshine. We've got Keely Chalmers joining us now. It was a little bit rough yesterday, and I think I overheard you saying we've got some interesting weather coming our way.
I mean, it's hard to believe, right? It's beautiful out here. We've got sunny skies. It feels like summer, a cool summer day. But yeah, and then we have heavy rain, even some snow in our forecast for tomorrow. In fact, starting tonight, that rain will be moving in. But as for now, we just have a few clouds out there. We're at 65 degrees out at DIA. Those winds out of the north, 10 miles per hour. They will be picking up as we head into the afternoon hours. So current temperatures quite mild out there. We're mainly in the 60s across the central and northern plains, down in the 70s, down across the southern plains. We're at 39 degrees, so certainly chilly in Leadville, 54 in Eagle, and head out west to Grand Junction, 62 degrees. Taking a look at our HD Doppler radar, we're kind of in a break up and down the I-25 corridor. As you can see, that storm system that brought us the severe weather up there in the northeast corner of the state and across the eastern plains, pushing off to the east. We're just dealing with another system moving in, bringing us another round of scattered showers as well as some snow up in the high country. But again, the risk for severe thunderstorms well to the east of us. We are just in store for some general thunderstorms out across the area this afternoon, and that really doesn't move into the metro area until about 4 or 5 o'clock, and we're talking about just generalized storms. That means just some claps of thunder, strikes of lightning, potentially some small hail, gusty winds, but all the severe weather off to the east. But again, we're talking about heavy rain in our forecast for tomorrow, as well as a chance for some flakes flying even down here in the metro area. More on that coming up in your full forecast in just a bit.
Coach Payton, what's up? You ready to roll?
In the 2024 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select Bo Nix.
Meet your new quarterback. The Broncos picked up Bo Nix with the 12th pick of the NFL Draft. The former Oregon QB is entering the league at 24 years old and with 5 college seasons under his belt. Nix was also able to finish his final season with first-team All-Pac-12 honors as a Heisman Trophy finalist. Most folks understandably very excited about the pick and what this could mean for the future of the team. We're now going to bring in 9 News Broncos insider Mike Kliss. Mike, what a treat to have you here with us at noon.
Yeah, Nusha, how you doing? Yeah, it was very exciting for the Broncos yesterday. Sean Payton was, he did identify Bo Nix as the guy he wanted going back to about March 18th. That's when the Broncos had a private workout with Bo Nix and a couple of his teammates with the Oregon Ducks. They went up to Eugene, Oregon, and Sean Payton just came away impressed with Bo Nix. Bo Nix is the son of a quarterback at Auburn, Pat Nix. Pat Nix was also a coach. Sean Payton likes talking the systems and the X's and O's of offense in football. And Bo Nix, more than any of the other quarterbacks, could talk that football intellect with Sean Payton. So I think that was a big reason why he became his guy. He's also pretty good. He's accurate. He gets rid of the ball quick. So Bo Nix, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. What matters with the Denver Broncos these days is what Sean Payton thinks. And Sean Payton believes that Bo Nix is his type of quarterback.
All right, we know you're about to head out to Bo's introductory press conference as well. There's so much excitement around this right now. Looking ahead to tonight, though, the Broncos only have 1 pick in round 3. Given that, what do you think the team will do?
Yeah, first of all, George Payton, I know he's got a lot of heat on him a lot lately since the Russell Wilson release, but he's real good at moving up and down the draft board. He knows his way around that pretty good. So I wouldn't be surprised if they got a 2nd round and a 3rd round pick. Anusha, you got a new quarterback in Bo Nix. Now go get him a receiver and a running back who can run. Broncos need more speed at the skill positions. I think those will be the 2 positions that they look at tonight. Might only have the 1 pick, so I think that would be a receiver.
Okay, so much to pay attention to, so much to be excited about. We appreciate it, Mike. It's good to see you. Want to give you a look at the full list of the picks heading into the draft. Just 1 pick tonight in the 3rd round, but that could change if the Broncos decide to trade up or down. The 2nd and 3rd rounds of the draft are set to start at 5 p.m. tonight. We will have full coverage of Bo Nix's introductory press conference live starting at 2 o'clock this afternoon. You can watch that here on 9 News. We will also have more on the Broncos' Day 2 selections later tonight on 9 News at 9 and 10. Looking ahead to the weekend, tomorrow marks National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. Denver police is encouraging people to check their medicine cabinets for old and unused medications. They'll have 8 sites that you can drop those off at, all of them open from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Experts say drug addiction often starts with leftover pills. Law enforcement agencies across the state are also participating. For that full list, you can head to our website, 9news.com. Also looking ahead to next Saturday, Wash Park will be filled with dogs and pups. It's going to be for the Dumb Friends League Furry Scurry, the organization's largest annual fundraiser, and 9 News is a sponsor of it. This is video from last year. It's just adorable and amazing event. The fun is expected to go from 9 a.m. to noon on May 4th. Our very own Jordan Chavez and Corey Rose will be emceeing. Sign-ups are still available. We have a link to that on 9news.com.